Today we march on in the Copa Libertadores. It's semi-final time against Atletico Minerio, and then we face Arsenal? Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with episode 4 of Beta Bocas. As I said in the intro, we're kicking things off with the second leg of the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores against Atletico Minerio. But of course, before we get into the second leg, I should tell you what happened in the first leg, although you can actually see on the screen. We did unfortunately suffer a defeat away in Brazil. Narrow defeat though, 1-0, so we're still in this. We're still in with a fighting chance. Just to have a look at results since the last episode. The last episode featured that stupendous victory over SPO. Now, I thought this was Sao Paulo. A commenter from Brazil has told me that this might actually be Palmeiras, so do apologise for that. I put it in the title of the episode and anything. We then had an easy win in the league against Rosario Central. Now, things kind of, they've been a bit up and down from there. So we won 1-0 against Independiente. Decent result, as Independiente are a local rival and one of the better teams in Argentina. De Rossi getting the goal there early in the second half. But then great frustration against a Gimnasia, not one of the strongest teams in the Superliga Argentina. And we took the lead through a penalty. They equalised straight away. And then as we were pushing up to get the winner, because I was conscious of the fact that River Plate are on this amazing winning streak, they sucker punched us and got the 2-1 win. We then did come back in the Cup. We got a 2-0 win over Banfield. One thing about the Cup, they play all the Argentinian Cup games in neutral venues, and we seem to be constantly drawn to play in the Monumental, which is River Plate Stadium, of course. So, interesting. I wonder if that actually happens in real life. Do Boca play all their games at a fixed neutral venue? I thought the idea of the Copa Argentina was to take the teams out of the capital and have matches staged around the country. We then had a 2-1 win over Aldo Civi, make sure I get that right. But as you can see from the timings of the goals here, it took a late winner from Hurtado on as a substitute to get us that win. It looked like we were heading for a draw. We then went and lost narrowly 1-0 away to Atletico Mineiro. So then, it was then that I thought, and I'm going to show you this in a minute, that a change of tactics might be needed because too many games, like we had this run of draws earlier. I mean, we got the big result in the previous Copa Libertadores round, but apart from that, we were just beating weak teams and these narrow victories, narrow defeats. So, made a little tweak to the tactics. And then, okay, not the biggest teams that we've taken on so far, but Godoy Cruz, we beat them 4-1. 4 different scorers as well, which is something I always like to see. And then Estudiantes, we beat them 5-1 this time. Abila getting a hat-trick, first hat-trick we've seen on this save so far. And you see there Marconi's getting in on the goals as well. And just to show you the Superliga quickly, you see River 10 wins out of 11. Oof, only dropped 2 points so far. We're hanging in there though, we're only 5 points behind them. Of course we still have to play River. If we can beat them and close that gap, oh well, it's going to be tough to get the title, which is what the board are expecting. So tactics-wise, I'm just going to talk you through the tactics. Obviously, the positions, just ignore those for now. But this is the one that we've been using, the 4-1-4-1, based on the Gegenpress, with a bit, with a few changes. And it's been doing all right, creating a lot of chances, dominating but struggling to score. But I thought what I hadn't done yet was develop, this is usually my secondary formation in Football Manager, a 4-2-3-1. I was trying to develop a more kind of defensive tactic, but then I thought, no, I want to build a tactic that plays to this squad's strengths. So as you can see here, I think this one does it. So in this tactic, in this formation, we've just simply, from the first tactic, swapped that DM for an AM, changed up the roles a little bit, but this has been the tactic that's got us those 2 big wins in the last couple of matches. So we've got good green coverage of the pitch. We're able to play Marconi and De Rossi in their preferred positions. We're able to bring in this guy Reynoso, who's been kind of on the fringes of the squad, coming on substitute a lot. Now we're giving him a start because that's his preferred position. And Abila, of course, got a hat-trick from playing as advanced forward, although, as we see here, is better as a pressing forward, but he's been suited to this role nicely. And this just seems to be creating better quality chances for us. So we're going to give this a go today against Atletico Mineiro. We've got to overturn that 1-0 deficit to get through to the final. Can we do it? Let's find out. Okay, looks obvious what our opponents have come here to do. A 4-1-4-1, parking the bus. They seem to be in the car park as well as on the pitch. So we're going to tell the team to pick up where they left off. I always like that one. Pick up where you left off last time out, lads. And we'll add in a bit of faith. Get out there. Oh, tunnel interview. Oh, I wish they ditched these. I should send my assistant to do this. In fact, that's what I've just done. All right, let's play the match. Okay, first highlights coming here with Atletico Mineiro in an advanced position for their throw-in. Okay, looks like we got the ball off them. Little stutter there. Sorry about that. Vila's making the run. He's unchallenged all the way. He took the shot. He dreamed of glory. He had that vision in his eyes of being the goal-scoring hero. Probably should have whipped in a low cross. Another throw-in an advanced position for Atletico Mineiro for this next highlight, and we haven't managed to clear it properly. We're kind of creeping up on the defender on the ball, but we can't get it off him. We've pushed them back to the halfway line, though, so that's something. But they're kind of they're making us run around a bit to try and get this back. But they've given it away. De Rossi with the ball, plays in Abila, knocks it out wide. Beautiful one from Fabra. Vila's header just goes over, but good play. Great way of turning that from defence into attack. Encouragement has apparently frustrated a number of the players there. But never mind. Here we go. It's back out to Fabra. He seems to be the man today. Zarate back to De Rossi. Fabra again whips in the cross at the back post, but the defence half clear it. We've got the ball again. We've got the chance to build. Again, out to Fabra. Out on the flank. He knocks one in, and the header from outside the box. Wow. But straight into the keeper's arms. Staying with it, though. We're staying with the highlight as they launch one forward, but the defence got back into position nicely, and we've retaken the ball. We've got possession back. Vila with a storming run, skips past the defenders, gets the cross in, and Abila just hits it wide. Whew. Okay, again, the highlight starts with Atletico Mineiro in an advanced position. They've got a man spare over here, Guga. He knocks it in, and oh, we were nearly 2-0 down on aggregate there. They've got the corner. Come on, let's make this a Boca ball. We have done. We've dropped deep to pick it up. Abila, good play. He's got a runner ahead of him. He's got men out wide. Fabra's coming up again. Why did they stop the highlight there? Okay, throw in for us this time. De Rossi picks the ball up. He plays it back. Bit of patient build-up. No need to panic yet. There's still 5 minutes until half-time. We've still got a second half to get ourselves back in this. We have been the better team by far, although the stats show that Atletico Mineiro have had their share of chances. Anyway, it's still with De Rossi. De Rossi pings one out to the right wing. Buffarini gets the ball back from Vila. Buffarini, chance to whip in across here. Plays it back to Vila. Intelligent play, and there's a goal. Marcone made the run. The box-to-box midfielder made the run to the edge of the box, and he fires one in. That draws us level on aggregate, gives us the advantage here, I think. Beautiful play on the wing from the winger and the fullback. Nice interplay. The shot come cross gets blocked. Marcone knocks it in. Took a deflection, I think, but we don't care how it went in. We just care that it went in. Okay, told them at half-time to go and get their revenge, and I realised there that actually Abila has been credited with the goals. Throw in to Boca. Buffarini knocks it to Rayon, so Vila keeps it in play. Beautiful. Marcone with the shot again. That's one revelation since I've put him in as the box-to-box midfielder. He does kind of storm onto the edge of the area and knock the ball in, which is great to see. Okay, a couple of substitutions. We brought on Tevez, because just when the situation's getting tense, you need a cool head like Tevez. Right, and we've subbed off Fabra and brought on Mas. Fabra was playing well, but he was on a yellow, so we're wary of going down to 10 men. We're not having extra time. We're just going straight to penalties. All right, well, as you can see, I have not picked any penalty takers yet. So obviously, Abila's taking one. Tevez is taking one. Zarati's already down there as well. We'll have De Rossi take 1, 2. We need someone. De Rossi might be the last one, actually, because he's got the high composure. We'll have Buffarini come in. We'll just move him up the list a bit. I want De Rossi on last because of his high composure. Ooh, penalties. I'll stick in Villa as well as one of the later penalty takers. I do like the fact that my squad seems to have a very good composure. Let's just get on with it. We'll worry about the other penalty takers. Hopefully we won't need them. Ooh, Fabio Santos with the first penalty for Atletico Mineiro. Come on, Andrada. He saved it. Whoa. Immediate advantages. Abila. He's got to score this. Abila, top scorer. Best penalty taker in the... Okay. We start again, basically. Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? Unfortunately, Elias tucks his penalty away. Buffarini. I put him high up on the list. Is he going to score? Yes. Okay, he shows Abila how it's done. 1-1 after 2 penalties. De Santo for Atletico Mineiro. What's he going to do here? Straight down the middle. How did the keeper not save that? Oh, dearie me. Zarate must score. Come on, Zarate. Get that penalty in there. Good job. Well, nice and low. Patrick with the 4th penalty for Atletico Mineiro. And he's missed it. Andrada got the save. It's weird how the saves are kind of bouncing back across the face of goal. Tevez. Come on, Tevez. Surely. Thank you, Tevez. Advantage us. Oh, Atletico Mineiro have to score. If they don't score, we win. Even if they do score, the next penalty could win it for us. We're so close. We're this close to the Copa Libertadores final. Jair up against Andrada. Can he do it? Is he going to crack under the pressure? No. Ooh. It goes down to what's hopefully the last penalty. I put De Rossi on as the 5th penalty taker. He's making the long walk. I don't know actually, did he ever miss a penalty for Roma or Italy? I'm not sure, but come on, he's got the composure. De Rossi, make yourself the hero. Oh, he's done it. We've won the penalty shootout. And I've got to say, if you look at the stats, that was a deserved victory. And I think you'll agree that's a like and a subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. My ass man says tell them it was disappointing. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, well done, you deserve it. They didn't seem to react too well to that. I'll say you did well. Okay, never mind. A couple of them lost focus. Whatever. In the other game, Grey, which I assume is Gremio, beat San Lorenzo, so it will be a Brazilian team again. This has been like, like remember the old Anglo-Italian Cup? This has been like the Argio Brasiliano Cup for us this season. Anyway, we have booked our place at the Estadio Nacional Julio Martinez Pradanos, which apparently is in Chile. Nice. We get to go off to Chile for the final. We overturned the first leg defeat. We've got the money, 1.34 million. That means our match with Newell's Old Boys has been rearranged. So 23rd of November, in exactly a month's time. Let's have a look at the schedule. Arsenal, of course. I mentioned them in the intro. It's not Arsenal. Of course, it's Arsenal de Sarandi, or probably Arsenal, as Spanish speakers might say. Please feel free to correct me down in the comments. So we've got them coming up next, and then it's going to be Copa Argentina action, couple of Superliga games, and then obviously that's going to be episode 5, isn't it? The Copa Libertadores final against Gremio. Then, of course, if we could win that, don't want to jinx myself or get too far ahead here, but then we could have in December Club World Cup. Ooh, it's heating up in Beta Bocas. Let's fade to black and we'll be right back for Arsenal. So, welcome back. We're ready for the match with Arsenal de Sarandi, and you can see there the big news of the day is River have dropped points for only the 2nd time this season. It was a draw, unfortunately, not a defeat. It looked like they'd won it late on with an 84th minute goal, but Lanús pushed for an equaliser, and they grabbed it. So we have a chance, if I just bring up the table, we have a chance to cut that lead down to 3 points today. Arsenal de Sarandi, our opponents, where are they in the table? I think they're right down near the bottom. Third from bottom. Only 6 points so far this season. Are we setting ourselves up for embarrassment? They've got a very nice strip, I have to say. Or are we going to get the win? Well, sticking with the same formation, but I've brought in a few new faces. So Mingo and Weigand come in defence, Mass as well, so a few changes there. Almandra, we're giving the Hero De Rossi a rest, bringing Tevez in for a start, and Salvio as well, Hurtado up front, so a bit of rotation going on, but I still think these are very good players to be bringing in. Okay, so we told the players we're the favourites, get out there and win the game against Arsenal. Now once, many years ago, back on the SI forums, the Challenges Sign Up and Experiments forum, I did briefly run an experiment where I swapped some of these South American teams with, names of English teams. I swapped them over with their English counterparts. So I swapped like Arsenal de Sarandi with Arsenal. And I swapped Liverpool of Uruguay with Liverpool FC, as Marconi gives us the lead. Fantastic. And there's an Everton in Chile. Swapped all those teams over and then just ran it as an experiment to see what would happen. That's something you would like to see me do as an experiment for Football Manager 2020 once the editor's release? Well, please let me know down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Okay, Arsenal de Sarandi with an attack. I thought we'd broken it down. Now it looks like we have. Tevez picks up the ball. He's charging through, unchallenged. Gets the little cheeky chip in. Bounces back off the bar. Very good play from us and a very good chance. Here we go. Mass gets the ball out on the left wing. Cuts it inside, plays a bit of, back and forth with the central defender who gives it away. Fantastic. But we've won it back. We've got it through to Hurtado, who shoots from the edge of the area. And as simple as that, it's 2-0. I like how we turned attack to giving the ball away to attack again. Papa with the throw-in. No, Papa, no. Anyway, here we go now. Arsenal de Sarandi with a chance. Oh, and it's taken a deflection. It's gone in. Oh, dearie me. We've let them pull a goal back. Let's just have a look exactly what happened there, because I think that came off one of our players. Yeah, so the tackle was made. I don't know, it seemed to go behind these guys, but it deflected like it hit one of them. That's one thing I have found with the beta. Some of the ball animations, sometimes I see a ball bounce like seemingly about a yard in front of a player and then suddenly it glues to his foot. Don't know if anyone else has found that as well. I'm thinking I might open a ticket about it on the forums. I'm going to tell them not to get complacent. The goalkeeper's stressed for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, an early highlight. We're still in the first minute of the second half. What are we going to build from this? It's come into Almandra, who knocks out wide to Zarate. Zarate's got the overlapping Mass supporting him. Almandra's picked it up again. Marconi to Weingant, whatever he's called. Okay, we're playing some nice little bits of passing here. Nice patient build-up. It comes out to Mass. Mass has the chance to... He doesn't knock the cross into the box, but he does the second time. Hits the bar. Okay, interesting highlight, that one. But we continue early on in the second half with a throw-in. We switch to flanks again. There is a lot of switching flanks in the beta. Or beta, whatever it's called. Hurtado adds his second of the game, restores the 2-goal cushion. We're 3-1 up, and we are cruising, and River, we're coming for you. Our ball now coming into the attacking half. Nice long ball forward to the right winger, Salvio. It eventually finds its way to Tevez, who adds our 4th goal of the night. Lovely goal for him. His 50th league goal for Boca Juniors. So there's a landmark for you, Tevez. Good one. Nice one, son. Weingant knocked it into Salvio. Took a deflection, but Hurtado, very intelligent play, just laid it off for Tevez, who was completely unmarked. Got some complacent players, though. I'll just give them some praise, I think, telling them to concentrate now. Just won't go down well with the players who are not complacent. Anyway, Arsenal. Looking to build something, looking to salvage some pride, and it looks like they might. Suarez gets a shot, but saved at the near post by Andrada. Right, made a triple substitution, because why not? Only 20 minutes left and we got a 3-goal cushion. I'll take the risk. Anyway, we've given up 3 shots and a goal, but we've dominated apart from that. Only 1 foul. Look at that in the stats. We've only committed 1 foul. Wow. 67% possession as well as we just roll up to full time. Comfortable win. I'm going to tell the team that their efforts were indeed excellent. Happy with the result and the way you played. And that's it. Off we go. So you can see here in the table that gap with River is down to 3 points only. So in the schedule, got a Copa Argentina quarterfinal coming up, which I'll play off camera along with Huracan and whatever that team is. Tral Cordoba. Okay, bottom side. So Huracan may be tough. It's away from home, but I will be expecting 6 points from those 2 matches. Then, of course, we're going to do a special episode. Join me next episode, please, for the Copa Libertadores final against Gremio. Then we'll see what happens with the Copa Argentina, where that semi-final is going to be, assuming we get there, of course. And then, well, we'll see what happens. Obviously, a lot hinges on, do we win the Copa Libertadores and go to the Club World Cup? Do we progress in the Copa Argentina? But we'll definitely come back. We're definitely featuring as an episode, maybe a single match episode with the full build. That game against River, unfortunately, we're going to be away, but that's going to be a crucial match. That's shaping up to be a big one for the title. And then after that, we've only got a few games to go till the end of the season. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, the drama of the penalty shootout, and then a stroll in the park win against Arsenal de Sarandi. Please do like this video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Drop me a comment as well. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you in the Copa Libertadores final.